The topic of my speech is about the minimum wage. First of all, we need to understand what the minimum wage is. The minimum wage standard refers to the minimum remuneration for labor that should be paid by the employer in accordance with the law, provided that the worker has provided normal labor during the statutory working hours or during the working hours agreed in the labor contract signed in accordance with the law, and its compensation doesn't include wages for extended working hours, allowance for workers in special working environments and conditions such as night work, high temperature, low temperature, and underground, as well as the laws, regulation, and welfare benefits. Why does the government control process in a market economy? When the government believes that processes are unfair to buyers or sellers, it makes measures to control process with a view to eliminating the unfairness. In terms of supply and demand, the government's implementation of labor price protection indicates to a certain extent, and there is an excess supply of labor in China, that there is a imbalance between supply and demand, and that it is still a buyer's market with a seller, the worker, in a position of weak bargaining power. What is supply and demand equivalent? Therefore, it means that the quality of labor supplied is equal to the quantity of labor demand at a given price. This is only a statement. Supply and demand cannot be actually equal, but can only be said to be in relative equilibrium of close to it. In order to achieve fairness, the government should use its visible hand to regulate and protect countries around the world are supportive of this issue, and most governments, including those in Europe and the US, have set minimum wages. Although setting a minimum wage cannot solve the problems of all low-income groups, it reflects to a certain extent the determination and attitude of our rulers towards the issue of fairness. So it is still very necessary for China to set a minimum wage.